Hello, my name is Trey Du. I'm a support engineer here at E1 Solutions. Today I'm going to be making a video about how to update CRM quotes with the Excel add-in. To start, we'll want to create a data source for the Excel sheet that we want to use as a template. Simply, we can just create a description for CRM quotes. That's what I did here. Make sure you have select file at runtime. Then you want to upload a template file that you'll be using for the rest of these, and then the sheet. You'll have to select the sheet from that file. So then once I hit preview here, I just have 4 simple fields: a name, a potential customer, a product price list, and a description. So these are just pretty simple 4 fields. That's all I have here. Once you have that set up, then we can create an integration here to create a CRM quote from an Excel file. To do that first, we'll need to create an integration ID and then give it a description. Next, we'll move on to the source. You'll want to do bulk data source, Excel data source here, and then you want to select that CRM quotes one that we just created. Once you do that, you'll have to add a source grouping here. I selected name. You just got to make sure it's something unique. Then we'll move on to target. Our target for this case will be customer engagement, since we are doing the quotes inside of customer engagement. Destination will be using, I have mine just set up as Tracy E. Organization, just make sure you're sending it to the right organization. And then for your entities to process, you'll want to make sure that it is a quote. Once you have that, it should create one down here. Just make sure that is there. We don't have to select any of these. We can ignore those. And then move on to the integration tab. Then on this integration tab, on the source grouping, we'll want to make sure that name or your unique field that you had in the source setup as your key field. You want to make sure you're grouping by that. Then on the target integration, you want to make sure on the target integration, you will want to find the fields that you actually want to map. So what I have here, I have the description, the name, the potential customer, and the price list map. So for these, I just assigned the first 2, description to description, name to name, pretty simple. But then for the second 2, I actually had to create an entity lookup. So to do that, you can go over to additional columns, add additional column. You can give it a name, and then you'll want to select entity lookup. Since I already have these set up, I'll just go over them. So for the price list one, I went to the price list entity. I selected that one. And then on here, I clicked add attribute. And then for the attribute name, this is basically just the name of the price list inside of customer engagement. You'll just want to find the price list here. And then this is going to be your source column. You'll want to pass in whatever you are passing in for your price list. And then you'll basically be doing the same process, but for customer lookup. Basically the same thing, but then the entity will be account. Do the attribute. You'll probably want the name of the account here, and then you'll want to set up your source column that has the potential customer in there. Once you have those set up, you can go back to target integration. You can fill out potential customer and use that lookup here by just going to entity lookup into column type and then selecting the customer and then the price list. Once you have that all set up, just make sure you have the update existing checked here. Hit save and you can hit run if you want to test it out inside of .com. But for our purposes, we will want to be doing this all through the Excel add-in. So right here, I just have a simple Excel sheet here that I'm going to be doing to add a quote to CRM. Once I have this pulled up, I want to make sure I have the Excel add-in selected up here. You can do that by going to the E1 Solutions tab. Once you have found the E1 Solutions tab, you'll need to go into the service settings. Double click to get into here, and then make sure you're on the smartconnect.com version, or if you are using on-premise, you can select that one as well. Enter your email address associated with how you log into smartconnect.com up here. Enter your password, hit validate, and then a company should show up. You can select from that list if you have multiple companies. Then you'll want to move down to the run map section here. Find the map that we just created for that CRM quotes. I called it CRM quotes for add-in. Now you can use the input type set to worksheet, error handling set to process errors. That should be default and that is fine. So then you'll just want to select the worksheet name. You can see that it's called sheet 1 down here. Just make sure that shows up here. Select that one. And then you want to do the range rep. Once you have all that, okay. Once you have all of that selected, you can hit OK. And then now you can finally hit run map, and this will create the CRM quote first, and then we will update it right after, since we have that update if existing selected. So it was a success for creating it. So now I'll just change the description a little bit. We'll just delete change. How about hit run map again? And we should be able to see that it will update it successfully. As you can see, it was successful. So that is just about it. That is how you can update a CRM quote inside of the Excel add-in. If you enjoyed this video, please let us know. Otherwise, have a great day.